Oh, hey, Juan. It's been a long time to see you. How have you been? Oh, hey, it's nice to see you again. What's up? Good, good. I have an update for you. I just started to learn Korean recently. Are you serious? My native language is Korean. Do you want to practice Korean with me? Really? That would be so cool. Oh, by the way, I have a plan with my friends. What time is it? 지금 몇 시야? Let me see. 지금 1시야? Okay. Hello guys. In this episode, I will make you fully understand about the Korean number system. I think most Korean beginners get confused when they start to jump into learning Korean numbers. And that's because we have two Korean number systems and we use them differently depending on the situation. I know your headaches, so I created these episodes to ease your Korean learning difficulty for the Korean number system. Have you heard of the Korean language is historically influenced by Chinese? Some Korean words have both a native Korean words and a Chinese character words. We have the same rule in the Korean number system. Basically, we use Korean native numbers and Chinese character numbers. The Chinese character numbers is also called Sino Korean Number. We use Korean native numbers for counting, ages, hours. And we use Korean Sino numbers for dates, money, addresses, phone numbers, minutes, seconds, numbers above 100. Before going further, let's learn how to count 0 to 10 in Sino Korean. This one is 영, or sometimes becomes 공. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then let's learn from 11 to 20. You have to memorize the number counting rule. When you count the Korean Sino numbers over 10, you have to put together numbers. For example, 11. This is 10 plus 1. So you have to say 11. Let me give you a question, then how can you say 12? 12 is 12. This is 10 plus 2. So 12. 13 is 13 because 10 plus 3. 13. 13. Let's count from 11 to 20. 11 because 10 plus 1. 11. 12 because 10 plus 2. 10 plus 2. 12. This is 13 and this is 14. 15, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. We call it 20. The rule is different with those numbers. I'm gonna review these sounds in few seconds. So the same method applies to every number over 10. Next, let's focus on 10 units and 100s. 21 is 21 because 20 plus 1. So 21. Let's focus on why 22 sounds 22. This is 22, 22 because 20 plus 2. So 22. Next is 23. This is 20 plus 3. So that's why this is called 23. Let's count from 21 to 29. 21 is 21. 22, 20 plus 2. So that's why 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. We already see 20 in Korean. It is 20. Korean 10 units numbers have different methods to pronounce compared to 11 or 12, which was 11 or 12. It was like plus method. 10 plus 1, 11. 10 plus 2, 12. Let's focus on 30 first. 30 in Korean is 30. I think this explanation will give you a better understanding of counting 10 unit numbers in Korean. This is like a multiplication. 3 multiplies 10 becomes 30, right? So 30 becomes 30. 40 in Korean is 40. This is like 4 multiplies 10. 40. 40. Let's count 10 unit number in Korean. From 10 to 100. 10 is 10. 20 is 2 multiplies 10. 20, 20. 30, 30. 40, 40. 50, 50. 60, 60. 70, 80, 90, 100. Now you can count the Sino Korean numbers from 0 to 100. Great! I will make another video on Korean number counting if you want me to make it. Please leave a comment about your opinion. From now on, let's practice how to use Sino numbers from 0 to 100 in a given situation. Quiz time! Do you know how to say these numbers? It is okay you don't understand this sentence because I made this quiz to focus on numbers in Korean. So 오늘은 불라년, 불라월, 불라일이에요. It means today is 2000 January 1st. Can you count these numbers? I will wait 3 seconds for your answer. 3, 2, 1. 오늘은 20년 1월 1일이에요. 오늘은 20년 1월 1일이에요. Next question for dates is this sentence. Also, I will give you 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. 오늘은 19년 4월 22일이에요. Third question is this. So next question is 이거 하는데 불라일 걸려요. It doesn't matter if you understand this sentence or not. I make this sentence to practice Korean number. So 이거 하는데 to do this 불라일 3 days 걸려요 takes. So it means it takes 3 days to finish or to do it. So how can you say this in Korean? 3, 2, 1. 이거 하는데 3일 걸려요. 3일. This is the last question for dates. 이거 하는데 to do this or to finish this 불라 개월 걸려요. Takes 6 months. So can you guess how can you say this in Korean? 3, 2, 1. This is 6개월. 6개월. 이거 하는데 6개월 걸려요. Okay, next chapter is money. 입니다 means a polite form of 이에요, 예요, which means to be. So it is 100 won. Won is Korean currency. Like US dollar, we have one currency. Won, W-O-N. Anyway, so how can you say this in Korean? 100 won. 3, 2, 1. 100원입니다. 100원입니다. Okay, this means it is 9091. So how can you say this one in Korean? I'll give you 3 seconds again. 3, 2, 1. 99원입니다. 99원입니다. This means it is 57 won. So how can you say this number in Korean? 3, 2, 1. 57. 57원입니다. Next chapter is address. 제 주소는 진남로 블라블라 번길 블라블라입니다. This is the actual Korean address. I know it looks awkward, but it is what it is. 제 주소는 my address 진남로 81 번길 10 is입니다. So it means my address is 진남로 blah 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 this. So 81 번길 10. How can you say the numbers in Korean? 3, 2, 1. 81, 10. So, 제 주소는 진남로 81번 길 10입니다. The next question is 제 주소는 광서로 블라블라 번길 블라블라입니다. How can you say this number and this number in Korean? 3, 2, 1. 78, 46. 78, 46. 제 주소는 광서로 78번 길 46입니다. This section is about phone number. Before going to start this section, let me teach you something. Let's say this number, this phone number. For English speaker, they usually say 01078514831. It means they read or say phone numbers with each number instead of a big unique number. Of course, it depends on the individual, but people usually read or say phone numbers with each number. Koreans have the same habits. Also, for 0 in Korean in a phone number, most of Koreans usually say 공 instead of 영. Also, some of people say 0, 영 when they speak phone numbers. Did you get it? Let's practice with a phone number. So first question is this one. Can you say this number? I will give you 3 seconds again. 3, 2, 1. Maybe more 3 seconds again because this is so long. Okay. 3, 2, 1. The answer is 010-8540-1983. I think this will be another tip for phone number. When the hyphen is used for a phone number, we say 에. It does not matter which 에 you omit. You can omit this 에 or this 에 or all of them. So when I add 에 parts, it could be 010에 8540에 1983 or 010에 8540 1983 010 8540에 1983. All of them make sense. What about this number? Do you have a hard time or each time? So I'm gonna give you 3 seconds again. 3, 2, 1. 051에 785에 9475 051에 785에 9475. The last phone number question is this one. Guess how to say this. 3, 2, 1. 075에 1894에 8165. Let's practice this last one, minutes and seconds. You can use the Korean Sino number like this. This means it is 3:30, 52 seconds right now. I will tell you the hour parts because I've not taught you before. For hours, we have to use a Korean native number. So, I will share how to say it. This is 3시. What about this part and this part? Count on 3. 3, 2, 1. The time is up. The answer is 지금 3시 30분 52초입니다. 30, 52. What about this question? Can you say this number and this number? 지금은 12시 응분 응초입니다. 3, 2, 1. 지금 12시 18분 48초입니다. 18, 48. This is the last question. 지금 4시 응분 응초입니다. Can you guess the answer? 3, 2, 1. No? Okay, I will give you the last 3 seconds. If you don't know, please watch this video again. And let me count on 3. 3, 2, 1. The answer is 17, 20. So 지금 4시 17분 20초입니다. Okay, great! How many did you get right? 10 or all of them? Please leave a comment. I hope you have a good understanding of Sino Korean numbers. If you have any questions about this video and any suggestion for my next video, and if you want me to make a Korean native numbers too, please leave a comment. Thank you for watching my video. See you in the next video. Also, I share Korean phrases for Korean learners on my Instagram and TikTok every day. So you can improve your Korean skills with me on Instagram and TikTok. If you wanna follow me on Instagram and TikTok, please follow them. Thank you for watching my video. 그럼 안녕히 계세요. Bye!